Hello YouTube, Infinite Magicraid community, Gandalf here. Today we're on the server 108 account. This is episode 33 where we focus on a showcase about Dharma. In my mind, if you're free to play, I would suggest that he is the first elemental city hero you build. There are aspects in the game where you do require having a direct damage dealer, and really there aren't that many good options available from a regular summons perspective other than Jingle Bell, which is a limited hero. So if you're free to play, Dharma is literally your only and it's pretty much the only viable choice in my mind as a solid direct damage dealer at this point in the game at least. So Dharma has a very well-rounded kit. He's not only able to apply defense down, attack down, all his exclusive, with the exception of exclusive 3, increases the amount of damage he does. Today we're going to showcase him at exclusive 2, as often when you finish collecting enough summoning shards, if you're lucky and you're good with some of the factions that you have availability to, you should at least be exclusive 1. If you're lucky, you might be able to get to that exclusive 2. So let's go take a look at my Dharma. From a gearing perspective, Slay Set is probably the best choice early game, giving you good crit rate and crit damage. Now, if you don't have access to Slay Sets, you can always use the crit rate set that help you get to 100% crit rate. Now, you don't want to go over, and there's ways. You just basically want to use the best crit damage set artifact you can find, or the best crit rate, whichever one gives you better subs, right? Overall, all you're doing is trying to fish for subs. I will put your priority on crit rate to 100% first, then balance between attack rate and crit damage. Over here in your blessing, in my mind, I think direct damage actually is the best here, but early game, you might be just needing crit damage or crit rate just to because they're a little bit more accessible. For your top ones, pick effective hit because you do want to make sure he's able to land these defense down and attack down. Furthermore, he synergizes with your team really well, especially with Nordak. Nordak can apply the shield. Nordak most likely is going to have high HP all the time, and you can bring everyone's HP to the same level. He also has very short cooldowns on all of his ability. Now, if you do want to use his third ability, because by default he's just going to be spamming his second one since it has no cooldown, I would highly recommend that you make sure you set it up so that he does use concentration first and before he uses thunderstorm kicking. With that kind of out of the way, in terms of stat priority, how you build for an aura perspective, ideally you get shield smash aura. Early on you can use deep targeting as an option. You can also use I think there's another aura. Where is it? You can use bold confidence to get yourself some extra crit rate if required. But overall, these are kind of your options for him. From an echo perspective, I highly recommend Battle Desire, as he is able to give himself attack, and then when he gives himself attack, he's going to be able to increase his direct damage for several turns. So that is a very good setup for him. 2 parts of the content I'm going to showcase. I already cleared Endless Cloister for 29. You're going to use it on 30, stage 30, and you're going to be needing to use him again on stage 38. From a buff perspective, you want to make sure you're using Prowess, you are using Frost, and then you're using Promise of Defense. These are the 3 buffs that you want to use that will give you an easy time. So we'll just quickly do a run through. Now, I managed to do this when it was only exclusive 1. Now it's exclusive 2, so it'll run a little bit faster. I hope this is a free-to-play friendly enough teaming here, because everybody have access to Santa for the most part. And, you can get Ben Austin. Any sort of speed-up attack will do. Rister is extra helpful because it boosts attack, as well as you can do joint attack to get extra turns out of your Dharma. Alright, so I will just speed through this part of the video. You will note it will take many turns, but even at exclusive 1, with a very much budget set of gear, you should have no problem getting through this content. All right, there we go. And you can see the high number of multi-stage damage. This only took 200 turns. When I had exclusive one, I took close to 300 turns. So we can already see a drastic improvement with exclusive 2. Now let's go over to Sages of 7 Luli, and let's see if we're able to now defeat stage 3 of the boss. Now in this lineup, yes, I have Aerito, but Aerito is not really there for doing damage, is to just simply apply the severity down. I do have a Jenny. I do hope to be able to build up Jenny in the near future, and we can use Jenny in this slot once we hit level difficulty 4. But in the meantime, let's use Aerito, and I think on stage 3, Aerito can do the first 40% of the damage. So this will help quickly accelerate through the first few stages. And here we have it, guys. We have defeated the boss. So I hope you enjoy the showcase on Dharma, and you can see the potential use for him. His damage is going to multiply significantly at the higher exclusives. If we really want to get a sense of how much it does, I think when it comes to exclusive 4, his skill damage is going to go up by 15%, and then up to 6 times can be increased. So he's going to have multiple stages for sure. So this means his skill damage will be increased on average, I think, between around 50% extra skill damage, which is effectively about a 30% damage increase. And then over here, he's going to be able to increase his own attack up to 8 times when he casts this. So by the time he get 8 stacks, he's going to be, again, straight up doing another 60% more damage. So yeah, this is definitely, especially if you have an Esther, that's going to help you cycle his cooldowns. So this is going to be incredibly helpful. And you don't have to worry about him not casting Mountain Destroying Palm, because at exclusive 5, he's going to do concentration into Mountain Destroying Palm every single time. All right, so hopefully maybe a month, no, it's more like 2 months. 2 months from now, we can put him into exclusive 5, and maybe some point in the future we'll show a full showcase, and hopefully by that time I will be able to get to stage 38. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Gandalf out.